Black History Month is a time dedicated to honoring the triumphs and struggles of Black Americans throughout US history. Black history is American history, and it's important that we celebrate the powerful leadership, organization, and activism of Black Americans in the pursuit of a more just and equitable society. But as the country continues to work through a pandemic that is disproportionately affecting Black people, and our nation is embroiled in debates on voting rights, critical race theory, and continued police violence, it is imperative that we recognize how the forces that have shaped the Black experience in this country since its founding continue to do so today. We must reckon with these forces as a nation if we are to deliver on the promise of America. To better understand how we might actively honor Black history, we asked new Americans to share their feelings going into this year's Black History Month and what we should be focusing on during this time.
Black history is, and always has been, American history. And while we reach for the noble aim of Black History Month, every year the performative self-serving actions make the light at the end of the tunnel seem further and further away. It feels that American society every year, its corporations, institutions, and its people, ignores the Black population and its culture until it's February. So let's set the virtue signaling aside and celebrate Black history the way it's meant to be celebrated. We can talk about more than just the same 4 or 5 Black historical figures. We can strive to create voting rights legislation that makes being able to vote a right for everyone. We can communicate and work to better policing in our cities, and we can do so much more.
This year, and every year really, we should challenge ourselves to acknowledge Black history as American history. So rather than viewing Black history within the confines of whom white America allows to be celebrated and how it allows us to celebrate, we should all view it as a foundational and constant thread of this country's existence. We have to push past our sound bites from the I Have a Dream speech, our exclusive social media praise of Rosa Parks, our showings of Loving, those narratives that fit society's idea of palatable, respectable, and comfortable. We must also recognize the complicated, difficult, radical figures in Black history that have brought us closer to liberation, like Laverne Cox and Assata Shakur, and celebrate the eternal beauty of their contributions to this world. Otherwise, we risk just going through the motions again this year.
I think that Nina Simone's Backlash Blues, written in 1967 with lyrics by Langston Hughes, captures exactly how it feels to celebrate Black History Month in 2022. A moment where we have to really sit with the predictable backlash to the calls for racial justice and push for anti-racism that came into focus with the 2020 murder of George Floyd and many others.